No.
All right. Um, Once again, we are back. It is Sunday evening, 7:30. Another time, another episode of the Man Cave. I want to say what's happening, what's up with everybody. Appreciate y'all rocking with us this evening. Got a good show. Got a lot to talk about. Got a lot to discuss. A lot done happened since the last time we met. Without further ado, want to jump into it. Want to say what's up to the All State PG, All American PG, All State, All American coach. What's going on with you fellas?
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so PG, I don't know if you got anything. You've been out. You got around a little bit today this week. I don't know if you got anything you want to talk about now. You want to wait till later. What's on your dome?
I just want to talk about it, man. And it just kind of pertains to all the comments that was in the post. And I got a question for y'all. I mean, when when do we understand that in team competitive sports that it's gonna be trash talking? And how do we eliminate that from always saying it's about kids? Because for years it's been about what's on the front of the jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like I looked at a lot of those posts, I didn't see nobody like pointing out kids on the post. But like, yo, it's okay to talk trash, man. If I'm from Bartow, I ain't gonna give Lake Wells no love in a rivalry. I'm not gonna give
Right.
Catholic no love if I'm from Lakeland. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple. I represent my school. Win or lose, I'm gonna be proud of my school, and you got to be okay with that. Like I think the post kind of just went so left field, man, because it's like it's not okay to talk trash, and we forget that kids are not. They still represent the school that other people got pride about. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like trash talk has been before social media. Now that social media's got involved, it's like you got to limit how you talk trash. But we forget that trash talking been going on for years. You think on a Friday night, Philly D back in the day, Lake Wells and Haines City played in football, that everybody from Lake Wells was gonna be quiet and not talk trash to Haines City. You know what I'm saying?
Different,
Like,
different, bro.
yeah, bro. So social media don't became an outlet to just make everything about the kids, man. Talk trash, man. Montdor Eustace, we went at it, bro. We hated each other. Wasn't no love. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Montdor Leesburg, wasn't no love. We ain't oh man, they good. We ain't good. Nah, man. Forget them. We trying to beat the brakes off them. And when we beat them, we gonna sell out. You know? It's okay to talk trash, man. If I lose, I'm still gonna talk trash about my team. Now we got to this point now, everything's about the kids, man. And it's what's on the front of the jersey, that kid representing that school. And as long as they represent that school that they playing for, it's gonna be trash talking going on. Plain and simple.
Go ahead, coach.
Man, I'm saying to him, man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But my thing is everything that is said doesn't deserve a response. You know what I'm saying? I think some people take it personal, and it's really not. It's just as long as you keep it trash talk, in pride thing, and not gotta just jab at somebody personally. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all fun. But my thing is, like Tuma say, Bartow Lake Wells, special football, basketball, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? We hate you. You know what I'm saying? When we get between those lines, that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's just, pride in the school. Now I've seen that Mount Dora Eustis rivalry. I've seen Eustis Leesburg. It's just part of the game, bro. Just part of the game.
But can we say it is a part of the game, or would it be more accurate to say it used to be part of the game?
Hey,
Because
just used to be could be the word, cause ain't nobody congratulating no winning team, rival. Ain't nobody finna get on social. Oh, congratulations to Lakeland for beating us. We there ain't no congratulations, man. We feel some kind of way about losing that game. I think we forget when. Listen, I think I can just clearly say I remember when Castle lost to Lake Gibson, and then Castle. No, matter of fact, let me take it back. When Castle lost to Armwood, we talking about the greatest coach in Florida by numbers, right? And people were saying he need to get fired. They need to fire him. He don't got he still running the same play. This from Lakeland fans. That's how crazy it be. But you got to be willing to say, hey man, I ain't congratulating you for me. If you useless, you'll never get a congratulation from me. So Kathleen, don't expect no congratulations from no Bartow or Lake Wells or Winter Haven or Lakeland. No, man, y'all. LeBron James is it LeBron James effect where everybody got to hang out and be friends and prove that to show that it's all love. Man, I ain't showing you no love, man. I ain't going out to eat with you after no loss.
we lost, man.
Give me a week, deal with it.
We lost. Like you said, we lost. And the fact that we lost, I mean, I'm not in a happy mood anyway. I just, but like you said, trash talking comes with it. But then when you start to go and bring the kids in it, then for me, I kind of lose that because let's not make it be about them because it ain't got nothing to do with them. And so that's kind of where I lose it at sometimes because we go because when I post stuff, we post stuff on the page. I don't go in and like censor people for the most part because that's not what we're about. We're about people stating their opinion. But sometimes that stuff get a little personal, and then when it gets personal and the kids get involved, and that's kind of where you lose me at. But like you said, Bart's supposed to talk trash and they lost. Lakeland's supposed to talk trash and they win. Well, they supposed to talk trash and they lost, and that's part of the game. But
So coach, if you are all American, if you are Tracy McGrady, Amon Stoudemire, all American type of player, say you're all American, and you playing against Lakeland, right? Just using Lakeland as an example, and you've been averaging 30 points a game all season, and then you go up against Lakeland and you hit 5 points and you foul out early in the fourth. Don't nobody supposed to talk trash to you because you a kid, but you're all American blue chip McDonald's all American. You think they're gonna be quiet? They gonna say, man, he ain't all American. Like what, bro? It's sports, bro. It ain't no such thing.
Everything fair game.
Listen, I haven't seen them talk about the kids for one, but if you are if you were Chris Rainey rushing for 50 yards every game, you go against Kathleen, you get 50 yards. Don't talk about Chris Rainey because he's a kid.
Well, not that to that point. Not
brag Chris Rainey for running for 5,000 yards, but we can't talk about as the school that held in the 50. We can't brag on how we locked it down and held in the 50 and talk trash about that. Overrated, bro. That's the word they use in college, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to college. You see, CJ's All-American corner, and he's an 18-year-old at college, and then he get toast for five touchdowns. You think the crowd gonna be saying, hey, don't shut up. He's a kid. He's only 17. Or are they gonna say overrated? Are they gonna be in the stand saying overrated for Chris Webber, Jalen Rose? Come on, man.
They're gonna say overrated. So everything fair game.
Competitive sport, man. It's a competitive sport. If the kid able to dominate and everybody brag about him dominating, when the kid don't dominate, like when Dylan only had 2 points, everybody supposed to keep their mouth shut when he getting 25, 30 offers. Because it's about the kid. Man, we proud we just locked them up to 2 points. We can't talk about that. Man, he ain't all that what y'all say he is. We held him to 2 points. My son better than him. How he getting off of my son ain't getting? Oh, you can't talk about the kids. Bro, y'all got to get out of that, man. Hey, listen. I was player of the year. I was the guy at Mark Door. I remember we played Houston, bro. I had 8 points. I wasn't shooting the ball. You think them guys hit it on me? Man, they gave it to me all for a whole week, bro.
So based off of that, our Polk Hoops new theme song. Based off of the Tuma's Tape, sponsored by the Tuma's Tape. I got you, boss. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Everybody out in the man cave, we got a new theme song based off of Tuma's Tape. Don't know how long it's gonna be around, but just kind of some of y'all that's a little younger may not get with this or whatever, but hey man, when you play classics, sometimes you gotta let classics just kind of like ride out, but I'm gonna let you, we're gonna transition to the coach's corner, but we're gonna keep playing this though. Coach, you got anything in the coach's corner, man? This for me right here.
So much.
Yeah.
We was talking about how the game's supposed to be changing and people scoring all these points. It's just good for Polk County, bro.
What?
Is it good for Polk County?
What's that?
Hold on, Monty. I'm gonna get it where you can hear it. Go ahead, Coach. Keep talking. They say they can't hear it, so let me get it situated.
So that's the trend of basketball right now. Is that good overall for Polk County?
I can't hear you. I heard something about good for Polk County.
Yeah. Remember we talked about the last couple of weeks, like all the scoring, that the game is changing, this, and that. You know what I'm saying? Is that good for Polk County?
No,
overall?
man. It ain't good. It ain't good. Ain't nothing really been like exciting to me. I take back what I was trying to defend when you asked the question earlier in the year. You know, should we be concerned? And yeah, because we don't play any defense. We gonna get exposed. Listen, I truly believe we gonna get exposed on Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. So you say that's over the mosaic. You're not looking for. We're gonna talk about the mosaic here in a little while, but Friday and Saturday. So you say I didn't hear what your coach was, Coach. I'm trying to get this thing song together. What was your coach's call?
We talked about a few weeks ago about the trend moving towards the new trend as far as all this scoring and just opening up the way it's been like this year. And is that good for Polk County overall? Because right now, if you ask me, it's not a good formula for winning. You know what I'm saying? It looks good when you see all the everybody scoring all them points, but they're not winning.
You know, today I got some information from another coach, and he said he's been hearing how we've been talking about, how Polk County basketball has been down overall. So he sent me some FHSAA state rankings, and it's 642 schools that's in Florida, like overall. And out of 642 schools, this is where some of, not all of the Polk County schools, but some of the Polk County schools where they fall. So out of 642 teams, Winter Haven is 15, Lakeland 18, Bartow 67, Arbondale 80, Victory 95. So we got 5 schools in the top 100 in the state. And then Santa Fe 184, Discovery 212. So we got 2 more in the top third of the state. And then Kathleen 231, Lake Gibson 244, Sebring 284. So over half the Polk, we got that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 teams that's in the top half of the state as far as overall rankings.
So what you saying is the rest of the state trash too?
So I
That's
see
what
you.
you're saying. Rest of the state trash too. Okay.
Hey man, I'm just giving you some context from another coach that sent the. I mean, I don't know if that means the rest of the state trash. I'm just giving you the numbers. I'm giving you the numbers on a state level that was sent to me.
Hey, that's that coach. Listen, whatever coach you be proud of, you need to go jump on iPhone and do 100 jumping jacks on iPhone with the car.
Hey man, I'm just reporting the content, man. Oh man.
Serious, man.
So what you saying is what those numbers I just gave you, you and coach just basically saying them numbers don't mean nothing.
They don't. Not at all.
Oh, who? That was funny. Yes, sir. Oh man, well, coach. I mean, the regular season essentially is over because that was Saturday. That was the last game that went into the district mix. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. But quick question: can mental toughness be taught or coached, and if so, how?
I think you got to create a culture in practice. You can create a tough environment in practice that can build mental toughness in culture overall. And you set those expectations of what you want, and then it transfer over in the game.
I think that starts as soon as you enter the program, though.
Exactly.
As soon as you walk in the door, to be a part of that program, it got to be installed in them. You know what I'm saying? And then they carry on like he's saying from practice. But as soon as you put that uniform on, just know you represent that, and who's over the program. I also think the coach, it got to come from the coach first. You got to build that in the kid.
Oh, that the head. I learned that in a clinic from Bobby Knight, and I earned a new respect for him because, I just used to see all the antics when I was growing up, and I just wondered, why his teams were so tough. But then when he talked about it in the clinic, making everything competitive, he made everything competitive from free throws to, anything you can think of. It was a competition between the inner teams in practice, and somebody had a punishment. So, when you create that culture, what I'm saying, they don't know anything else. Once they get on the court or the field, it doesn't matter. You got to create that in practice, and that's the expectation that you got to hold them to.
Because you figure that with the districts coming up, you gotta mental toughness. I mean, we saw a couple games this past week where I don't want to say you want to question was mental toughness there, but and we're gonna talk about a couple of them here in a second. But I just think as you get ready to go to the second season, that has to maybe that's what separate. I don't know. Maybe that's what separates Polk County. I mean, I don't know. But I saw that on Twitter. I saw where a coach was talking about mental toughness in kids and how far having mental toughness will take a team that's probably not as good, but if they're mentally tough, that it'll take them further than a team that's probably more talented. If that makes sense. So that's why I ask y'all to see what y'all thought about it. All right, I also saw something. Honey Badger tweeted this the other day. Tyrone Matthew. He a football guy, but it's applicable, I think, to basketball. Maybe not. He said, I hate the transfer portal. He said, I sat behind Patrick Peterson. I sat behind Morris Claiborne, and I loved it. It made me hustle harder, work harder, push me to greatness. That is not and maybe I'm saying this wrong, it's probably not the most consistent or popular mindset, definitely at the college level, and maybe at the high school level, I don't know. But what's y'all take on Honey Badger's take on the transfer portal?
I mean, most of them that's transferring they haven't been prepared to me. Majority, if you look at the percentage of people that's transferring just from Polk, the way they move around, because they haven't been prepared for that next level. So I mean, just a different day and age too. I mean, you got it's allowed now. Back when he was in school, you had to sit out a whole year. So that's the difference with the transfer portal. When he was coming out, I'm sure he's saying that now, but he had that. If he was able to transfer and be able to play right the next year, and a lot of them wanted to stay at the school they was at, but they knew they still had to sit out a whole year, which was a difference. So
I think we in the entitlement generation. You got to think. For instance, Alabama. You go there, you practice against 4 or 5 star guys every day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get better. They are setting the bar, at a high level, and you're practicing against these guys as future NFL guys. So when it's your turn, you know what I'm saying? You always one play away, so you always got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So practicing against those guys is gonna make you ready. Like for instance, when I was coaching at Lake Wells, my JV practiced with the varsity for most of the time. Only time we separated was during offense because we did a lot more on varsity than they did on JV. But the thing is, I wanted them to know, what level of play I wanted them to play at. And they had to practice against the varsity, every day. And we set the bar for them. So they knew what the expectation was when they came to me. So I love his statement. You know what I'm saying? He's not running from it. So but still, it's always some exceptions. But in his case, what I'm saying, I think it made him better into the competitor that he is today. And that's the reason why he was playing today.
Okay, this thought it was interesting as well. All right, so we're gonna go back to the week that was. We finally got the games played. We finally got the 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3. And there was a lot of, well, before we do that, let's talk about well, we can talk about that first because I saw some people talking about it. So, Winter Haven Lakeland, Bartow Lakeland, both took place this week. And according on what side of the fence you was on, you had your take on it. Want to just get a reaction from both of you we'll talk Winter Haven Lakeland first, the Winter Haven Lakeland game.
I went to the Winter Haven Lakeland game. I didn't go to Bartow Lakeland, so I can't even make a comment on it. I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Winter Haven Lakeland.
I saw both of them.
Oh, okay. Well, Winter Haven Lakeland, I mean, Lakeland just played. They played good basketball. Winter Haven didn't play their best. Lakeland made better plays and had more people step up that you wouldn't expect to step up, and that was huge for them. That's what you need. When you in those type of games, you need key role players to step up and make plays, and I mean that's exactly what happened. Lakeland's role players stepped up, and they was able to maintain. I mean, they played great. They played good for that game.
What I take from it is that I think the better team won on that particular night. Lakeland was prepared, They played hard and they went out and took it. You know, I've seen the comments. I've seen the games on Huddle and whatever. And to be honest, I don't think it was great basketball by either team, but Lakeland made enough plays in order to win all of those games. And you got to tip their hat off to Lakeland and Coach Hen and the staff getting them prepared. I think the biggest difference in those games is that Lakeland was at home. Lakeland is a better team at home. You know what I'm saying? So I think that came into play. And that's the reason why I said last week it's important for Lakeland to win those games. So now you going into the district tournament, it's important that Lakeland wins the district tournament because if they don't, at some point they're gonna have to go on the road. And you just you really gotta be concerned about what you can control. But I think, Lakeland is a better team at home.
Man, I think Lakeland didn't make the mistakes that like a critical possession that could have changed that game with Tyler missed both free throws. They got the rebound, and Dylan James had the ball with like maybe 13 seconds to go. And he threw it. Once he got across the half court, he threw it to either number 5, whatever the guard was, and he slipped and he traveled.
Yeah, I saw that.
For me, I'm sitting up there and I'm asking whoever I was sitting by, like, yo, why they didn't call timeout? Somebody like they didn't have timeout. So I was like, geez. So then they went back and hit a 3 late, with like 2 seconds or something like that with Salazar, and they called timeout. I would have called timeout knowing that ball was in Dylan James' hand when he caught it at half court. I would have called timeout and got myself into something. And that was huge because it was only down 2. I asked that, like, why didn't he call timeout? I can't hear you.
Part about coaching and management. You know what I'm saying? Those are skills, that's then those critical situations, you gotta be ready as a coach to put your players in the best position possible. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to coach a lot of summer games with travel ball. So to see those situations over and over again, you kind of know what you're gonna do in those situations. I would guess at that time, Coach Wilson was trusting his team, and he probably having second thoughts about that right now. But my thing is, comments. My thing is you can't leave it up to them. You can't. You got to take care of business. Yeah, about officiating. You got to take care of business overall on your end.
What we complain about the officiating, it wasn't bad.
It was a lot of. I seen a lot of.
Man, that's crybaby, bro. That's a bunch of crybabies. That 2 games I saw, I didn't see bad officiating. Kathleen Friday night wasn't bad officiating, and that Winter Haven game, I didn't see bad officiating, man. Not I was that.
I didn't think I watched those 2 games and I watched the Kathleen Lakeland game. I don't think that officiating decided the game, but I see where a lot of people went to officiating, and it's always interesting to me that I won't say always, but most times, at least this year, when a team loses, when is it that you just line up and the team they just beat you? They just was better. Why are we so quick to say the referees cheated? That's the kind of that's the going conversation. And the games I saw, which was the 3 of them, I didn't think the officiating decided the game. No officiating is going to be perfect. I thought they did a good enough job. They controlled the game. I thought they gave the kids a chance to win the game. And really, that's all you can ask. Now, I mean, I'm in the minority on that because clearly on the pages, plenty of people blame the officials, and I mean that's an easy Mark. But I'm gonna pull up what Jim Missouri wrote and read it. Some people probably saw it, some people didn't. I thought it was very well read. I mean, written, not read, written. I don't know if many people probably commented on it, probably didn't care because they didn't want to hear that, what he had to say. But this is what he said on his page. He said, y'all listen, he said, refs had too many turnovers. Refs missed too many layups. Refs missed too many free throws. Ref out of position on defense. Ref not boxing out. Ref not grabbing the rebound. Ref not hustling back on defense. Ref not fighting for the 50-50 balls. Pause. We're so quick to blame the refs, but missing the small but major details of the game that the ref can't control. More ownership needs to fall back on our players and coaches instead of giving our players and coaches an excuse by blaming everything on the refs. There's a reason we haven't had a state championship in the city of Lakers since 2001. Now, that probably wasn't a very well received post, but I thought that it was very accurate. So, it's just always amazing to me that the first thing we want to do is go to the refs, and I don't think that the referees impacted the Kathleen Lakeland game, the Bartow Lakeland game, or the Winter Haven Lakeland game this week. I think that the kids, they allowed the kids to have the chance to win the game in all three games. And I mean, what else can you ask for? So but you know, fans see it how they see it, and a lot of them saw it where they got cheated. And my thing on it is, like the Lakeland game, Lakeland won by 1 against Bartow. If Kamara don't make that free throw and Bartow win, is Bartow still saying the referees cheated because they won, or are they saying it because they lost? And now the Lakeland people, now is it all those Lakeland people saying the referees cheated? You know what I'm saying? It's like, do they cheat when you lose? Can they? Because the same calls took place for the whole 32 minutes, but does the reaction change based off of? And if you feel that way, polite, would you have wrote that? It's my point. Would you have wrote they were terrible because y'all won? I haven't seen one post this year. Maybe I ain't seen them all. So disclaimer, where the winning team complained about the officials. I haven't seen that on Polk Hoops all year long. It probably has happened and I just missed it. But the losing team is always the officiating. And maybe you didn't make the plays down the stretch. Maybe you missed some free throws. Maybe you should have called a time. Maybe you didn't block out. Maybe something else happened in the other 31 minutes and 50 seconds that those last 10 seconds or the last 31 minutes that the last minute caused to lose. But I'm just saying, I can go back and look how many times the team won complained about the officials. Maybe y'all seen it and I didn't, because like I said, I ain't seen everything. But it's amazing to me how when it's a loss, it's the officiating. That's it. All right. So Winter Haven Lakeland, we just feel like Coach said he didn't feel like it was a well-played game. Bro, you felt like we played harder, took advantage of being at home. I didn't feel like Dylan or Tyler played well for either team. I thought that Rowe played very well. I thought Salazar played well in spots. Lakeland took advantage. I thought Lakeland competed very well, especially on the glass. I didn't see them. I was surprised that they was able to rebound as well with Winter Haven. I thought Winter Haven would have dominated them on the board. So that was kind of surprising that they was able to kind of, at least be kind of even with the rebound. And I think in the end that might have been the difference. So moving to Wednesday. After Lakeland beat Bartow, close game, 51-50. And it's crazy. Like before I went to bed that night, I think it was like 60 comments. And I got a call from my son, from CJ, from school, like 3:30 the next day. And he was like, Dad, what's up? I say, nothing, what's up? He said, man, what's going on Polk? I say, I don't know what's going on. He say, what happened last night? It was a game or something. I was like, well, yeah, Barton Lakers played. He said, Dad, it's like the comment, it's like over 300 comments. I said, 300. And when I looked at it last, it was at 60. He said, there's over 300 comments on it. And I hadn't even like looked at it. He was like, it's some mad people on there. And so I went and looked at it once I got home. And so once again, I'll get y'all take on it. What y'all take on it? I mean, Billy D, you said you didn't see it. Billy D, Coach, what's your take on what you saw from the Bartow Lakeland game?
Oh, the comments, and like again, let me address the comments. There's no man gonna out talk a woman on social media, or period. Women are gonna have to have the last word. We do know that, right? So
Right.
go back and look at the post. It's men arguing with women. So once a man says something, a woman gonna respond. A woman gonna have the last word. That's just how it is, bro. You ain't gonna get away from that. So the comments gonna keep going because it's gonna be Bartow men talking, and they're talking to Lakeland women. And Lakeland women gonna boom hit. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you got from one comment you had 7. You got one comment that had just on one thread had 15 replies, bro. It's just you're not gonna out talk no woman.
It was more than that, Tomo. It got up to about 60.
You ain't gonna out talk no women. So I don't know why them Bartow me and Kelvin even going back and forth. It wasn't even what everybody thought it was to me. Honestly, you go back and look at them 300 comments, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Now that I broke it down, all you got is a whole bunch of you got about 4 dudes going back and forth with about 7 women, and each woman gonna have a word to say on them 4 guys. So it's just gonna add up. It wasn't that big, bro. Them comments was kind of a waste because it's just women had to have their last word.
Let me rewind before we do Bartow. And I make sure I say this the right way.
Man, I mean, you said, man, move on. I already know what you about to do.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I ain't wasting shit.
At what point can we not have a conversation? And that's why I stay so general, because when I get specific, it's like folks got something to say, and the first thing we do is we take stuff negative when there's a difference between constructive and negative. And I don't know if we do that. I don't know if we're able to do that. And maybe we are able to do it and we just choose not to.
Yeah, Bartow lost.
I don't.
Bartow lost, bro.
It ain't even. I'm not even on Bartow.
You ain't, but I'm telling you, Bartow lost.
They lost. Let's move on. Let's move on. It's like, what's the point, bro? Anyway, all right. So LJ Casey this week. I'm gonna move on. What's y'all take on LJ Casey this week? The week he had.
Man, we had a discussion yesterday, man. I was clear on something that I said, right? Because I was asked about who I think the best player in my eyes and all this and that. I want to be clear. LJ Casey is this side of Darius Washington to me. That's how big of a name that kid is different. You know what I'm saying? Different. You talking about what he just did this week. It ain't about what he did this week, it's what he did all year. It's different, dog. And I can't think of a player in the county that we can hit. But he kind of just reminded me of like the Darius Washington, Brandon Knights, Kenny Boyton. Those high powered names and guys that just flat out can just get buckets. You know what I'm saying? The Kenny Boyton and the Brandon Knights.
Coach.
What LJ's doing is something that we need to appreciate. We haven't had a kid dominate scoring wise on that level in a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's who Toomer just compared him to. That's a high bar to hold him to. You talking about Kenny Boykin scoring, 70 points in a game. Darius averaged about 35 at Edgewater. You know what I'm saying? And not only did those kids, Brandon Knight, top player in the nation in his class. Not only did they do it at their high schools, they did it on the circuit too. You know what I'm saying? So LJ, what LJ is doing, we need to appreciate. And he's by far the player of the week, and he's in the top running of the player of the year, especially from Polk Hoops. How can you deny that? You know what I'm saying? He's a talent, and we knew that. We knew that going into the season. Like people question us, like, why is he so high? And why is he in the top 10? And obviously he's proven that he's probably the top player in the county.
And go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
We had him ranked number 7. We should have had him ranked in the top 5.
We had him 8 to start the year, and we got crucified for that. But if you all remember last year, I was telling y'all about the kid before he went to Jingle. That's how he gonna lead the kid. Remember this summer? Kid gonna lead the league. He gonna lead the county in scoring. Mm-hmm. People like, oh, you tripping? You crazy? You don't know what you're talking about. But to piggyback off what you saying, bro, and coach, what you saying? You're essentially saying he the best. He got player of the week. He the favorite for player of the year right now. He's doing something that we haven't seen in recent memory. I mean, I'm sure it's been done in Polk County, but it's been a while since we've seen a kid that's scoring consistently like he's doing. But I got a question for you all, and I'm gonna go back and piggyback on. They don't always be on point, Bird, but was this one on point? Anywho, this is my question, and I'm gonna make a point when I make this, and then you all can comment. Why are we so caught up, borderline obsessed with the word best? Best player, best team, best of all time, and so forth. Why do we struggle with just living in the here and now? Now, I will say this for me. I can't speak for the PG. I can't speak for the coach. But maybe this is the educator in me. But if I see a kid and I think that I've seen that a kid can be great, be at a high level academically and say they're in class, and I think they can be an A student, and I'm teaching them, and they're giving me C level work, then as the teacher, I feel like I'll be doing them a disservice if I don't push them to perform at that A level that they're capable of performing at. There are some kids in the class that may just be a C student. They can be doing the greatest job they can do, and a C is just the best they can do. There are some kids that a C is not even scratching the surface. So I feel like as a teacher, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't push that A student to become an A student. By the same token, there are some players in this county this year that are quote unquote A students. And as it relates to on the court, let me say on the court, there are some students that are not A students on the court. There's nothing against them. They're just not at that level ability-wise. So for me, if there's a kid that's an A-level type talent and they're not performing at an A-level type, I feel like in this role that we're in, which is mentors, which is positive, I hope we're considered as positive, although some people might disagree with that, but I think we're positive. That if we feel like if they're performing at a C level, that we can speak on it. And hopefully in the time that we've been doing Polk Hoops, hopefully folks know that personally, I don't have an issue with conversation, with disagreements, with people having an opinion. That's the whole point of the post. If otherwise, I would have shut down the whole 300 comments the other night if I had an issue with people making comments. But if a kid is going to be the best and that's where we got him at, then we don't, for us, and I don't want to speak for y'all to put words in y'all mouth, but that's my expectation. Once you set the bar there, that's where I'm looking at you at, and that's what I expect from you when I see you. And so if I don't see it, then we gonna speak on it. And that's not a negative. That's just, hey, you come on now. You supposed to be dominating every trip. No, ain't no if, and, buts, or maybe. That's what you're supposed to be doing because that's the bar you set. That ain't the bar we set. That's the bar you set. So now we gonna hold you to it. And I don't think I think we'll be doing a disservice if we did otherwise. Now, I'm speaking just for me. I'm not speaking for coach or the PG. But what's y'all take on that from that standpoint? That's I'm for me now, I'm not gonna back off of that. If I see a kid, if I think a kid is high level and the kid not performing at a high level, then I'm gonna speak on it because I'm looking out for it ain't my child, but I want somebody to speak on my child the same way. If you see that he can do better, he ain't, and you check him. And anybody that know me will know you tell you that. So I don't. Hopefully, it's not taken any other way than that. But if it is, I can't control that. But that's all I know how to be is who I've been since we started doing this. And I'll shut up and take a drink.
I mean, Coach, you got a point, man. That's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna always agree. We don't always agree. We're gonna speak on what we see.
Can't hear you, Coach.
Can't hear me?
Hey, you not.
But this new thing
You can hear me now?
Hey, listen, that new thing you trying out with that Metro phone, bro, ain't working.
Since you want to talk, you had something to say last week about who was the best player in the country.
We can't hear you, bro.
Can't hear you, Coach. I know you're talking trash, but we can't hear the trash you're talking. And we know it's good trash, but we can't hear it, Coach. We want to hear.
Can you hear me now?
I
know. Can you hear me now,
yes,
Mr. Tony?
We get you now, Coach.
So you had something to say last week about who's the best girl team in the county.
I still can't. You're breaking in and out again, man. I promise you, I ain't being funny, bro.
I know. But
Metro.
go ahead. It ain't
no I want to hear what you got to say.
I'm on the computer, so how's the Metro?
You on your computer?
Yeah.
A Dell? That's a Dell.
Go ahead, Toma.
I'm quiet.
That's not normal from you.
No, I just can't hear you, dog. I want to hear what you got to say.
No, I'm on my
Can't hear it.
Somebody said you got a Metro computer. I'm sorry. Hey, but hey, man. All I'm saying is, look, we on this thing, man. We on here to promote kids. We on here to promote teams. We on here to, but we ain't on here to. I mean, like I said, if there's a kid that's an A-level kid and he ain't making an A, hey, look, man, you can do better than this. That's just would we be helping if we didn't say that? The kids and the team in the county have come to respect because they know we're gonna keep it G. We ain't gonna blow smoke up you. If you didn't play well and we don't feel like you played well, then we speak on it. That don't mean that's because we expect you to play at a high level. Look, man, we expect you to come here and dominate. I ain't not fit in. There's some fit in players in the county. We got some elite players. We got some good players, and we got some. And the thing is, if you start naming elite players, then if you don't mention one that somebody think is elite, now we hating on that. I mean, elite players what we say we got. I would say we got right now. I would say if you just ask me to write offhand without write it down, looking it up, I would say 6. Now don't ask me to name them because I ain't trying to hurt about tonight. But I would say if I had to right off the top, I would say 6. Elite players.
I know
that's too many.
6. I think that's too many. I don't think we have 6 elite players. Not in basketball.
I say we got 3. We got 3.
You say 3. You say 3. I say 6. How many you say, Coach?
I
I'm not gonna name
One.
mine.
I would say one.
You say one. 1, 3, and 6.
Yes. Now, will LJ be elite? Will Isaac be elite? They'll be elite by the end of the summer. They'll have the offers to back it up.
Oh, I get the point. I would definitely put them two in the elite.
What two? He said that to him. I heard LJ. Who else he said?
He said LJ and Salazar going after this summer they should be elite. Their stats will be able to, they should be able to back it up with the offer they should be getting. Billy D, you there, man? Your computer don't froze on you?
Bro,
You know what, Tuma? Don't make me cut you out, boy.
Bro, can y'all tell him what's going on? Because he think I'm just acting him.
Man, I know. I'm trying to fix it, bro.
Oh, okay. Cause you just
okay. So, Coach, you got 1. PG, you said 3 or 4. You said 4.
3,
and I said 6. Yes, sir, Coach Higgins. Okay, so right now, Coach, you got LJ. I mean, just the week. We just want to make sure we talk about it. I don't know who that is. We might need to. That might be a spam, Coach. See that Marcella Amy? I don't know if you want to block that or delete it. I say 6. You see it up a little bit. Talking about shit. Can you block it up?
But what are we defining as elite, though? You know what I'm saying? Elite is, to me, is the top players in the country. That's elite to me.
What's elite to you?
The top players in the country.
Oh, well, when we talk top players in the country, then there's only one there because there's only one that's ranked in the country.
That's what I'm saying. What are we defining as elite?
No, you hit it like that, Billy. Let me take mine back.
Well,
that's what I'm asking. What's the definition of elite?
But this is the thing, though, and this probably a popular statement for the Winter Haven people. So I probably won't be allowed in Winter Haven, but that's fine. The one elite player based off that definition is Dylan, but is Dylan even the best player in Polk County? That's rhetorical. You ain't got to answer it.
It is.
Dylan is the number 1 player. He's elite in the country. But is he even the top player in Polk County, right, in his own county right now?
You want us to answer that?
I said it's rhetorical. No. It's rhetorical. You ain't got to answer it because once again, we ain't trying to pinpoint kids and then we looking negative. So elite by that definition, it's only 1. But I'll say this, there are arguably a couple players that could be considered by their play to be having better season than Dylan in the county right now. And they're not elite as far as being ranked nationally.
Yeah.
So I mean,
agree with KJ Williams from about 3 to 6. You know, but like I said, you got to define elite.
Yeah, that makes sense. Bro, what's your definition of elite?
I was thinking county elite. When Billy D said,
I'm thinking county elite too. I'm not thinking national elite. But even on a national level, like I said, I mean, I'm thinking state elite. I'm thinking we got 6 players that are comparable statewide, especially for the class that they're in. That's just me now. That's me. That's my team.
I can only see 3 guys being all state this year. So when you say state, I only see that's why I said 3. I see 3 guys being on the all state team. The rest of them I don't.
Agree with Tomer.
So they not elite state.
When you saying all state, you talking about first team all state or like just first, second, or third period?
First, second, or third. Listen, third team and second team all state is just as good as first team. When you break it down, because some first team guys only get first team because their team made it to state, not because of what they did throughout the season. Y'all know that. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can be a guy first team all state, and it can be a guy on third team, and the difference is that team made it to state, and they probably won a state championship or something like that. So they give that nod to that. That's why it's not really fair to rank the top. Just go for top 15 players in the class to me.
Okay, so by coach standards, we only got one elite player, and by PG standards, we got you said three.
3 county.
Three,
We got three
possibly
county,
four.
3 all-state. I think I got 3 guys that make all-state this year. Top 15 in their class.
I think four has it.
Huh?
I think four got it.
You think 4?
I think four has it.
Well, maybe I'm just a little more nice, given I guess. Um, do you think second, third team all state is individual based?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think no. Some first team is individual just because they got that well-known name on Hagen, but I think a lot of second and third team guys put up the numbers to be in that category and their team wins, but it's so different now because you can have 4 or 5 teams in the playoffs. You go back in the day, you can have Haines City, Kathleen, Lake Wells, and Bartow all in the same district, only 2 teams to come out. And then the best player probably was on Haines City and didn't get out because he got upset. And it would make a third team.
Does
All
coach
state.
somebody asked earlier, does coaching have anything to do with a kid making all state or being elite?
No comment.
No.
Can a kid be elite without coaching? I guess that's what they were asking.
I mean, nah. I mean, they base that stuff on team success.
Is somebody just put in the chat? Rex Polite say LJ is the only player who has a killer instinct in the count. I don't know if I agree with that. The other ranked players are getting ranked by size and potential.
Like me and Billy D had a disagreement on LJ for when I named those guys, but I think he's in that category and it'll show this summer. But my question to y'all is, if Coach Fitzgerald had take LJ off that team, and Coach Fitzgerald had Salazar, would Salazar put up them good numbers like that too? Would Osborne at Discovery, if LJ was off there, he was playing there. I think Coach Fitzgerald just has a great mindset of letting kids produce and show their talent level and play within the system that fits them. He's one of those coaches I think that changes his system towards each kid, and he looks like he's offensive minded. But I think just off of that, because I remember Kate, was he there when KJ was on in 8th grade? Was Coach Fitzgerald there?
No.
He wasn't? Okay.
So you think that it's the system. So if Salazar went over there, he would get 40, 30 games.
LJ can get it anywhere, but if LJ was at Lakeland, he wouldn't put up 30 a game. He was at Bartow, he wouldn't put up 30 a game. So I'm saying the system, but I'm saying he allows his kids to play freely. And he's producing off of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got the green light. I give you take 19 shots, but you're hitting 10 or 19 in and out, night on, and you're getting 12 to 13 free throws. That's letting someone play. I think any of these 3 guys that were mentioned, especially Salazar and him, I think they both put up those numbers.
Okay. Coach, you keep leading back and forth, Coach, like you want to say something. Go ahead and talk your talk.
Man, my thing is like that kid is putting up great numbers, right? But what about the team success? Are we sacrificing the team success to allow people to have stats? You get what I'm saying?
I think the team needs him to score though, ability. I think they need him to do what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they need that. That's why they're successful as they are now. They need him to do what he's doing, and coach understands it. I'm just looking on the outside. I think the coach understands that, and they need him to score. If you put him on, if you not saying again, I think when he does whatever he do this summer, he's gonna dominate the same exact way. But I think that you put him on certain teams, you won't see them numbers, and that's kind of why he made the decision to go to Victory, probably not to go to Bartow. Remember, I think it was a couple schools in the opening for him that the question was, is they gonna let him play like that?
Yeah, but I'm not only.
Huh?
Coach seems like he got a lot he want to say that he ain't saying, so I'm just trying to wait for him to make his point.
Nah, man, y'all
You
go ahead.
You gonna hold your peace?
Yeah, sure is.
Go, man. That's defeating what we here for, man. We don't censor, we talk, man. We talk it out, man. But anyway, we'll keep pushing, man. Since you kind of holy mule right now. So we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move on to the team of the week. Team of the week got four contestants versus Lakeland. Lakeland went 4-0 on the week. They beat Winter Haven 54-52, beat Bartow 51-50, and they beat Kathleen 73-63. Santa Fe went 2-0 on the week. Santa Fe beat Durant 81-75, and they beat Santa Christian 76-65. Haines City went 3-0 on the week. They beat Lake Wells 72-57, Davenport 57-52, and Mulberry 50-35. And Victory went 3-0 on the week. They beat Discovery 95-89. They beat First Academy 76-65, and they beat Lakewood Ranch 64-52. So we all got.
I got Haines City.
Okay.
Because Haines City been trash.
That coach turning his
No, his thing ain't turned off. The internet
he turned off on his own. That wasn't him turning off. Okay, so you got Haines City. Okay,
I picked Lakeland to go through it, so it's kind of like it's no surprise to me. Like didn't I pick up for every game in our matchups?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I picked Lakeland to go 3-0. You asked me about Haines City. I'm like, Haines City went 3-0? Come on, man. I picked Lakeland to go 3-0. That was my pick, so I'm not surprised they won all 3 games.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't put the sausage in Kathleen.
Kathleen had that game. The last 2 minutes? Kathleen was up on them people, man. Kathleen was up on them people, like 9 or 10 with 2 minutes to go?
Had the game, bro. They gave it away.
They had them, bro. That was
D. The Hardy. D became a problem in them last 2 minutes, man. Listen.
Yeah, man. They let them off the.
Boy, D got the screen clear. Boy, you can see the beard on him. Boy, look at him. Boy, welcome back, coach. Welcome back, boy. Look at him.
Oh man. All right, Coach. So Tuma got Coach PG got Haines City. Coach, who you got?
Got Lakeland.
So you didn't pick Lakeland to win every game, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? They played 2 top 5 teams. You know what I'm saying? Won every game this week. You can't help but give it to Lakeland. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no-brainer, bro. If you pick them and expect them to win, they were number 1. The number 1 team is supposed to win, bro.
Understand, but you
go 3-0 because I wasn't.
No, me neither. But Lakeland still the team of the week, no matter what you say.
Hey, well, I get it.
Well, I think even though Lakeland was projected to win 2 of the 3 games, they didn't have their PG, arguably, their most important player. I mean, Lakeland people don't kill me because I know y'all deep, but in my opinion, I think Rowe is their most important player because of what he does for everybody else, and for them to beat Bartow and Kathleen without Rowe, I thought that showed a lot about their character, I guess their toughness. Kind of along the line with one of the parents said earlier about them being a team. So one guy went down, another guy stepped up. That's what you want a team that's trying to go somewhere to do. So based off of that alone, I picked Lakeland just because they they won without Rowe. So if they would have won with Rowe, then I probably would have said different. But for them to beat Bartow and Kathleen without their PG,
Hold on, man.
I'm just.
Comment from Rick talking about that was the toughest stretch in the state, excluding ING and Mount Vernon. That's
Oh,
Frank, right? That's a Frank. This ain't Bartow from last year. This ain't Kathleen from the early 2000s. We talking about, man. That's a prank, right?
hey, that's his take. That's Rick's take, and he's sticking with it. Hey.
Yeah, because they did have the Mount Vernon Invitational this weekend, so it was some tough games up there too.
Yeah, it was some big games there. So by split decision, split vote, Lakeland team of the week for this week. Shout out to the Dreadnoughts for their win.
Win. Same team y'all picked on. Y'all know I was gonna be the guy that's gonna be funny. Definitely.
All right. So
I definitely give it to Lakeland.
Yeah, I know. So we got player of the week. We got 4 nominees. First, we got LJ from Victor, who we've been talking about. He had 44 points, 10 rebounds against Discovery, 40 points versus First Academy, and 31 points and 8 rebounds yesterday against Lakewood Reds. Trey Osborne from Discovery, 40 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals against Victory. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists against Poinciana. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals versus Ridge. Andre Shaw from Kathleen, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists against Lake Gibson. 24 points against Jenkins. 16 points against Lakeland. 21 points against St. Pete Gibbs. And Kamari McKinley from Lakeland, 12 points, 6 rebounds against Winter Haven. He had, let me pull it up. He had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists against Bartow, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 1 steal against Kathleen. Who is you all's take against for player of the week? We still got to talk about it, even though.
I mean, it's only one person out of this group that I think is deserving. That's LJ. Not to take away from all those other kids because they had great weeks. Shaw had a great week. The Kamari kid was probably the most important, out of all these kids in their wins this week. But what LJ put up, over 100 points in 3 games. You know what I'm saying? It's, he's a no-brainer to me.
I mean, I like what Mari did, and I was excited about, what I'm saying, you throwing his name out there because he was such a key player. But ain't LJ, man. 40, 41, 40, and 30, 31?
31.
Yeah, you'll be sounding like a hater if you don't mention that guy's name.
And the crazy thing, bro, all of them games was in regulation. Like, none of them went overtime. He did all that in 4 quarters of play. That's even more crazy.
Shout out nephew, man. He played big, especially that Winter Haven game. 12 points, 2 threes. Yeah, he did great.
Yeah. So I mean, Kamar to kind of go ahead.
Who was Taylor? Taylor. I don't see a comment.
That's Bubbles. So I don't know. Somebody asked us something about officiating, and KJ did, and she kind of, that's Bubbles' trigger.
I don't see a thing in there at all.
You don't see her comments?
Mm-mm.
I don't see her comments either. But apparently she must be commenting. But to your point about Kamari, to Ms. Williams' point about Lakeland being a team, clearly that the team kind of came through this week because they was missing Rowe. And I just the plays that Kamara was making, I mean, made plays to win at least the Lakeland, the Bartow and the Winter Haven game. Just how he battled, how he rebound, just hustle plays, making free throws at the end. So he was very deserving. He was in line they needed him to step up. They needed more out of him with roll out, and he definitely performed for them. So that's kind of what our thing. You know how we operate. We actually watching the game. So I mean, obviously 44-10. That's commendable. But the stuff that Kamara was doing, going against 6'6" and 6'8" guys, and on the floor and rebounding and just hustling. That's why we mentioned him for Player of the Week. We thought he was deserving for mention with how he stepped up when his team needed him to. Not saying the other guys didn't, because they did, but he did more than what he has been doing. So we thought it was worthy of it. But for a kid to score 44, 40, and 31 in 1 week, all regulation games, kind of hard to go against LJ. But special shout out to Kamara for the job he did for the Dreadnoughts this week. But our Player of the Week will be I don't know if it's like third time he done did it, kind of like every week, but third, at least the second time for LJ Player of the Week for so shout out to LJ. And I know one game he was like 19th and 19th on the free throw line. I mean, when the last time a kid went to the line 19 times in a high school game in regulation and made all of them? So that's even that too, just crazy. But like we coming with the picks, man. Just we getting there. So before we get to the picks, we gotta do our we're gonna lose PG here for a second. Gotta do our latest top 10. So we're gonna go from 10 to 1. And PG, we'll see you when you get back. I know we're probably gonna lose you for a minute. Yeah, knew how that was gonna go. So number 10 at 11-11, the aforementioned Haines City Hornets. Number 9 at 12-10, Ridge. Number 8 at 11-12, Sebring. Number 7 at 11-11, Santa Fe. And number 6 at 13-10, Arbondale. Any thoughts, Coach?
No thoughts, Coach. No thoughts, Coach.
Okay. All right. So we'll jump right into the top 5 for the week. Number 5 at 16-7, Discovery. Number 4 at 14-7, Victory. Number 3 at 14-7, Bartow. Number 2 at 19-4, Winter Haven. And number 1 at Lakeland at 16-1, Lakeland. Any thoughts on that? Either one of y'all.
No, I think it took care of itself. Lakeland beat, Winter Haven and Armandale and Bartow. So that's the reason why they number 1. Victory beat Discovery. So that's the reason why we moved them in front of them.
Hey, man, you said your parents taking after me, man. Coach started talking about that I buy you a steak. Oh, tough over there in Winter Haven, man.
Hey, man.
Did you let the whole team know that I said that or something?
Hey, man, it's motivation, bro.
Bulletin board. Hey, you done made it to the winning. I don't know how many locker rooms you done been in the last 2 years, bro. They on people bulletin boards, man. Oh, man. So that's our top 10 for the week.
Come on, man, finish up. We ain't got time for that. Oh, well, you ready to say something back?
Bro, man, they just poking the bear tonight, man. I'm sorry, Lakeland. They poking something. I ain't gonna say the better, because that's just y'all thing. But one thing Tuma do, he do pay his bets. Precious can attest to that. And Coach, shout out to Coach before we jump into the picks. Last week we're gonna quick pub. Coach, you can pop your talk. Last week it was a big girls game last week. I know people say we don't talk about girls enough, so we'll pause for a quick minute. Lake Gibson, Winter Haven, a rematch of the girls. And Coach Billy D, y'all know, coach with Winter Haven girls. So, Coach, we'll give you time to pop your collar about your
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. All right, Winter Haven girls team this year is not a typical Winter Haven girls team. We were not very good coming into the season, but I told you guys, I told everybody that we was gonna be better at the end of January. Them girls have worked hard to get to the position at the end. You know what I'm saying? Tuba tried us last week, so we had a chip on our shoulder when we played against Lake Gibson. But the thing is that's just one game. District tournament coming up, and that's what's important for us to make the playoffs.
So what you saying is, because Tuma tried y'all.
For sure, Tuma tried us.
You had to turn them. Y'all went and turned the people with water on.
Hey man, it's tough out here. You know what I'm saying? I had to take it when we lost. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had to take it when we lost. He was all over me.
Hey man, so bruh, I want to say this song go out to you, man, for last week.
Oh, now you quiet. Now you quiet. Now you quiet. Okay.
Hey man.
Now you quiet. Okay.
Bruh. I let it go, man. I paused it, man. I paused it. Coach I just felt like that was accurate.
Hey man.
So
bro, he was shooting shots at us, bro. He was shooting shots at us.
Oh man.
Tough in the streets.
It's tough in those streets, man. You never know when the rain coming, man. You never know when the rain coming. I don't care what the weatherman say. Sometimes the rain come when you least expect it. So, hey, so this week, man, this is the last week of the regular season. So we got a couple games, and then we got the Coach Newt asking, is y'all district at Winter Haven? Where y'all district at?
District got the higher seed, so whoever has the higher seed has the home game.
And Marlon, you asked about district. The only district that I got right now is not official till Tuesday, but it's kind of unofficially official. I only got 6A right now. And 6A got some interesting matchups, which I don't know if y'all want to talk about them now after we do these picks. It's up to y'all how y'all want to do it. I don't want to. We got a 6A. We ain't got everybody else. So y'all saying we just, we hating on everybody else. We just don't have everybody else. Y'all want to do the picks right now and come back or what? How y'all feel?
I was pick.
Yeah.
All right. So last week, PG went 10-0. We crossed that out.
No, I went 10-1, dog. I went 10-1. I got the sausage put in me with betting with Lake Gibson, girl.
Oh, okay. Well, you went 10-1. You went, but for the boys, we didn't. I just crossed out all the Saturday games for the Polk Hoop shootout because they had to change some of the games around, and they changed them after the show. So I didn't put any of the. Shout out to Polk County for going 3-2 and winning the Polk Hoop shootout, the first annual Polk Hoop shootout. Shout out to Coach Hen and Lakeland High School hosting a good event. I heard some good stuff from it. A lot of the folks that participated seemed like they had a good time, and that's always a good thing. So, yeah, PG went 10-0.
You had 1-0.
Coach, you went 8-2, and I went 7-3. I was terrible. I was trash last week. So right now, PG 48-7 on the year. Coach, you 45-10. I'm 44-11. So hopefully I get back into it this week. So tomorrow, Kathleen travels to Lake Wells. Who y'all got?
Kathleen.
Okay. Just asking.
Kathleen, hey, listen, watching Kathleen.
Best scorer in the county. Nobody know about that. He on a bad team. It's the kid Renato from Lake Wells. He putting up some awesome numbers too, but
watching Kathleen the other night.
They're not having a good year. So, all right, Tuesday.
You heard me, Coach.
George Jenkins at Lakeland.
Go ahead, Tomer.
I said, watching Kathleen the other night, man, I hope Kathleen can get in. There ain't too many teams. I mean, just though it ain't too. It's
I
3
can't hear
teams.
y'all. Did y'all cut y'all mics off? I can't hear you.
Nah,
I can hear y'all.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't hear y'all. What you said, bro?
Kathleen, I was impressed with. Even though they gave the game away, I was just impressed with them, man. Like I hadn't been impressed with all year, but I mean, I hope they make it in because they might can pull some upsets.
Yeah, I told one of the coaches that you was at the game and you was impressed with how they played and you know how hard they played and they had and I watched it and I'm like they was right there. They gave that away. I mean,
a couple different lineups, bro, and they'll be they make that with who they play. They can be a problem.
Yeah, they're not far off from getting to that 8 seed. Because they better than some teams, other teams in other districts. I don't know if it'll pan out, but they're better than some teams in the other district. And playing the tough schedule they played is going to help them. Playing the Polk County teams, I think they might have played the most, well, maybe not, just as many other district teams as the other guys have. So, and once again, that's your preference. Some people choose to play their district people. Some people choose not to. You got an option now. Jenkins at Lakeland.
Lakeland.
Okay, that was quick. Wednesday, Lake Gibson at Jenkins.
Ooh, I ain't gonna turn Kim off on that. I like Jenkins.
I'm gonna take Jenkins at home too.
I like Jenkins too. Also, this is Thursday. Lakeland goes to Berkeley Prep in Tampa.
I don't know enough about Berkeley Prep. I don't like. They're probably well coached, but I like Lakeland.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the home team.
Yeah, I like Lakeland in that one too. I think it's gonna be a tough one though, but I like Lakeland. Hopefully, Roy will be back. Hopefully, Roy will be back. So Friday, we're moving into the Mosaic. So the Mosaic is a two-day shootout, and I have some capsules of some of the teams that will be playing. All right, so I'm gonna kind of go over the teams and then you all give me your pick. All right. So the first game on Friday, Port Charlotte plays Jenkins. Port Charlotte right now is ranked 334 in the class. They 47 and 4A, 7 in their region. Jenkins is 342 in their class. They 65 and 6A, and they 17 in their region. Port Charlotte 11-11, Jenkins 9 and 13. Who y'all like?
Man, you see how bad that sounds to say 342? That sounds so bad, man. And you scared on camera, bro.
You said Port Charlotte or Charlotte, coach?
Port Charlotte versus George Jenkins. I'm going to take Jenkins. And I'm doing it blind because I don't know nothing about Port Charlotte. I'm taking Jenkins.
You know what? I seen Port Charlotte earlier this year, and they not bad, but they not great either.
They got a couple of decent kids. I guess they got one kid with Pasco State showing interest. They got a couple other kids that's decent. So I don't know if that helps with your picking or not. But I'm gonna take Jenkins. Just maybe because it's just the home team and I'm biased. I'll take that. But I'm gonna take Jenkins.
I want to take Jenkins, but how well has Jenkins did in the Mosaic the past few years?
I'm taking Port Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Port Charlotte too.
Okay. Next one, Clearwater versus Sebring. Clearwater. I ain't gotta say nothing else.
Clearwater.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say so. Clearwater is ranked 139 in all class. They 28 in 5A and they 5 in their region. Sebring is 284 in their all class, 41 in 4A, and they 5 in their region.
Clearwater
Got a guard that's signed to play football at Western Carolina. He averaged 17 points a game. They got another small forward that got interest from LaSalle. He a two-sport football, basketball guy. 12. He averaged 12 and 6. They got a shooting guard. I'm doing all this just so we can make sure y'all know what you're going to see. So hopefully y'all will go out and support the Mosaic like we always do. Shooting guard got interest from Sage College and Marietta College. And, Seabrain got O'Hearn, averaged 19 a game. They got Aiden Wallace, a senior forward, averaged 10 and 8. Devontae Powell averaged 10 and 8. And Sylvester Lewis averaged 9 and 4. So, Tuma, you said Clearwater before I even got it out. Coach, you said Clearwater too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I like Clearwater too. All right. The 7:30 game. Miami Norland versus Bartow. Miami Norland is ranked 75 overall in their class. They are 14 and 5A, and they number 6 in their region. Bartow is 67 in all class, 16 and 6A, and number 4 in their region. Norland has a kid, 6'7" kid, that's the number 11 ranked sophomore in America by Rivals, number 13 ranked sophomore in the country by ESPN. He averaging 19 and 7. Got offers from Florida State, Miami. Elite rebounder, shot blocker, all-around hard worker. They got a small forward. They got an offer from Albany State, average 15 and 9. They got a PG, 9 points, 3 assists a game. That leads the tempo for them. Bartow got Jordan Lowry, is committed to play with Western Carolina for football. Jaden Wynn, interest from Pasco State and Weber, averaging 13 and 8. And KJ Parker, combo guard, got an offer from Stetson, averaging 17 and 5. We y'all like Norland or Bartow?
Norland.
I like Norland too.
Yeah, I think Norland. That's going to be tough for them to deal with that big kid inside. He pretty good. You don't seen him play, Coach? I don't heard about him. I ain't seen him.
Yeah, remember that weekend I went to Oak Ridge to see Winter Haven play?
Uh-huh.
Norland played right after that.
Okay. So
I was able to watch them play. It's actually going to be a fun game to watch. Both of them play up tempo, both of them press. So it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Okay.
It's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I agree with that. And the nightcap at 8:45, Windermere 18 and 4 versus Lakeland 16 and 1. Windermere has the kid Sean Stewart, who is committed to play at Duke. He is the 13th ranked junior in the country, averaging 21 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks a game. They got another kid, a small forward that signed with Warner, averages 11 points, 7 rebounds a game. Jeremy Torres, point guard, averaged 9 points, 4 assists a game. Lakeland has Tyler Williams, 30 offers for football, including Clemson, FSU, Miami, and Florida, averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds a game. Roe Hardy, junior PG, averaged 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists a game. Got 2 football offers. USF, that's one of them. Lead guard, active on defense and boards, helps in night fast break. Have DeRoger Hardy, sophomore point guard, average 15 points, 3 assists a game. Cat quick with ball handling, great handles and a shooter. Coach, I heard you say you like Windermere. I mean, PG, you say you like Windermere. Who you like, Coach?
I like Windermere too, just because of their size. And one of the one loss Lakeland has come from that Orlando metro area. And Windermere is one of the better teams from that area. And Coach Grissett coached that team. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch, though.
Okay. Well, I'm biased.
I know you are.
And I own it. But I'm going to pick Lakeland.
Keep me in the lead.
I'm going to pick Lakeland. All right. I just think that Lakeland, especially if role play, I really like Lakeland. So I know I can't take it back if road don't play, but if road play, then I like Lakeland and that one. Although that's going to be, you said smoothie? Yeah, we can do a smoothie. We can do a smoothie for that one. They got to play Sean Stewart going to Duke, so that was a tough pick for the Knots going against one of my future Dukies. But I think Lakeland gonna shock the world. I don't know if they're gonna shock the world, but I think they ain't gonna shock themselves. But I guess people will be shocked. Pressure is a smooth on her too, bro. All right, so we're moving to Saturday morning. Saturday morning, first game we have Frostproof versus Lake Wells. The original it's Frostproof is now it's Frostproof Lake Wells. It was Oh man, so Frostproof, we got Frostproof is 400 in all class, 60 in 3A, and number 12 in their region. Lake Wells is 363 in all class, 62 in 5A, and they are number 17 in their region. Frostproof got Montre Chaney, averaging 19 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Got a few basketball offers. They got Javon Leonard, junior point guard, 11 points a game, and AJ Cobb, 9 points, 6 rebounds, forward. Lake Wells, Sebastian Rosado, 19 a game, 4 rebounds, 4 steals. Gatlin, 10 points a game, and Chuck Taylor, that's his nickname, Chuck Taylor, is signed with Jacksonville State for football. So who you like, Coach?
Like Frostproof.
Like Frostproof?
Yeah.
Frostproof.
Yeah, I like Frostproof too, but that Chaney and Rosado matchup, that'll be fun. They're gonna both put up a lot of points, but I like Frostproof too. All right, the 11:30 game, AM, Vero Beach at Kathleen. Vero Beach is 123 in all class. They number 35 in 7A. They number 12 in their region. Kathleen is 231 all class, 41 in 6A, and they number 9 in their region. This is a big game for Kathleen and their playoff hopes. Vero Beach has a kid, Tamarion Bartwell, committed to St. Pete State, averaged 18 a game, and Carl Montplaza, 11 points and 7 rebounds a game. And Kathleen has Shaw averaging like 20 a game. So who do y'all like?
Man, I watched Winter Haven cut their water off early in the year. So I'm going to take Kathleen.
I hate the 11:30 game. Kids don't be. I'm gonna just take Kathleen because they close. They don't have to drive as far. Girl got to get that money and make a drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Kathleen. It's a desperation game. They gotta have this game to get in the playoffs, and I think they're gonna respond. So I like Kathleen too. All right, 1:00 game. Zephyr Hills at Discovery versus Discovery. Zephyr Hills 16 and 4. They are 139 in the class, all class, 29 and 5A, and they number 9 in their region. Discovery is 212 all class, 29 and 4A, and number 6 in their region. Zephyr Hills got a forward. That's first team all conference in Pasco, averaging 14 points, 9 rebounds a game. McKinley, senior guard, averaging 14 and 5, and the sophomore guard averaging 14. And the Discovery got Trey Osborne averaging like 20 a game. Stallworth averaging 14 a game, and Willie Wilson is averaging 10 a game. Who y'all like?
Like Discovery. They in a must-win situation also.
Discovery.
I like Discovery too. I think they'll perform. 2:30 game. IMG Blue 16 and 3 versus Santa Fe. IMG Blue has a 6'11 center who got offers from Duquesne, Vermont, Stetson, among others, average 12 points, 8 rebounds a game. Anquan Bolden, 6'4 wing, holds offers from Lynn, Barry, Southern Wesleyan, Albany State, average 13 points, 4 rebounds a game. Gerald O'Keefe, 6'3 point guard, got offers from Manhattan right now, averaging 15 points a game. Santa Fe got Trey Lane, signed with St. Leo, averaging like 18 a game. Harvey Wilson, junior kid, he back like 14 a game. And Cooper Ellis signed with Eckerd. Was it Eckerd College?
Yeah, I think it was Eckerd.
I said the right one. He averaged about 15 a game. What do y'all like, IMG Blue or Santa Fe?
Is IMG Blue like a B team or something?
Yeah, it's not a national team.
Santa Fe.
I'm going to take IMG.
BD like IMG, PG like Santa Fe, and I'm gonna take IMG also.
Hold on. What's the people again?
What happened now?
Let me hear the stats from the IMG players.
The 6'11" center, 12-8. Anquan Bolden, 13-4, and PG is 15 a game.
Anquan Bolden's son, he was down at this one school.
He was down at what's name? He was with the people, St. Andrews.
Yeah, he wasn't even.
Okay, so you still like the fake?
Yeah.
Still with the fake? Okay. Hey, the fake get in there and start shooting with people. They can play with anybody. They hitting their shots, and I mean they gonna play hard and they gonna shoot the ball. Them people kind of big though, so that'd be a good matchup. All right, 4 o'clock matchup: Leesburg versus Victory. Leesburg is 72 in all class. They 13-5A, and they number 3 in their region. Victory is 95 all class, number 7 in the 2A, and they number 4 in their region. Leesburg got a kid, 6'5", shooting guard, average 18 points, 8 rebounds a game. They got a 6'5" center, 7 points, 8 rebounds a game. Both of them played on their state Final Four team last year. They got a wing that played last year too, 12 points a game. And Victory got LJ, averaging 28 a game, 28, 7 and 4 assists, and 3, 8 and 4 steals a game. That's crazy you say those stats. I'm gonna say them again without laughing. He averaged 28 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals a game. Got off from stats, and he's the number 2 He's the number 2 scorer in the state according to Max Prux. They got Israel Ricketts, who averaged like 15, 16 a game, and Mike Andino, who averaged like 14 a game. We all like Leesburg or Victory Christian.
I'm biased.
I like Leesburg.
I love Leesburg. Lake County.
Okay. So
I seen them play earlier.
Your bias coming out. Okay. So you like Leesburg? Why you like Leesburg, coach?
Them wings that you talk about, the 6'4", 6'5", they like big wings. You know what I'm saying? They probably 205, 210, and they athletic as I don't know what. Know the coach pretty well, so it's going to be another high tempo game. I wouldn't be surprised if this would be a 90-point game too.
Love Leesburg.
I think Leesburg might be deeper, so I'm gonna take Leesburg too. That's gonna be an entertaining game. That might be one.
It is.
That might be the most entertaining game of the day. Might.
What time was that? At 5 o'clock.
4 o'clock. All right, 6 o'clock. Lake Island Prep versus Arbondale.
Lake Island.
It's number 7. They're number 7 in the state. They number 4 in 4A, and they number 1 in their region. Arbondale's number 80 in all state. They number 6. They number 17 in 5A. They number 6 in their region. Lake Highland Prep got the Sensabar kid who committed to Ohio State. Right, number 49 player in the country. Elite shooter and shot maker. They got a kid, Jarrett Berry, 5'9" point guard committed to Emory Riddle. 4-year starter as the point guard. And they got a kid named Quinones. I might be saying that wrong. 6'4" committed to Mercer. Leads team in rebound assists, has 41 assist turnover. Arbondale got Nehemiah Turner, averaging a double-double, like 16 or 17 and 10. They got KK, averaging about 17 and 5. Who you like, Coach? I heard what's name say he like Lake Highland Prep. Who you like, Coach?
I like Lake Highland Prep too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think I like Lake Highland Prep too. That's Joe Berry, little brother too. I know you probably already know that. And Lake Highland Prep. So Lake Highland Prep got a senior deep team. So I think that experience might get Arbondale some trouble. All right, 7:30 game. Orlando Oak Ridge versus Bartow.
Oak Ridge.
Let me get a bio, man, for y'all. It's like the movie when you tell the movie, people let people see the movie. Anyway, they got a 6'5" PG, got offers from SMU and West Virginia. Decide if he's going to go to college or go to the OTE league after the season. He averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, 19 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. He led his team to the last 2 Final Fours. Lewis Jones, 6'4", got off of Benedict College, averaged 10, 6, and 4. Amari Baker from Bartow, point guard, been the most consistent Yellow Jacket this season. Tough, hard-nosed, 3-year football player, running back. They got Edward Wiggins out into the postseason with a foot injury, elite shot blocking, rebound, and defender offensive game, beginning to come around as season progresses. So both of y'all said Oak Ridge and then got off camera. See how they do with y'all, they just up and leave, man. But I like Oak Ridge too. And the last game of the mosaic, we have Olympia versus Winter Haven. Olympia has, and this kid probably got the best name I done heard in a long time. Jizzle James. The kid name is Jizzle. Junior PG. Edrin James' son. Got offers from Florida, Ole Miss, Georgetown, elite defender, all-around player. They got a kid named Claude LaPierre, 6'5" forward. Got off from St. Pete State. And they got a kid named Josh Mayo, plays 4 different positions for them, holds off from St. Pete State. Winter Haven has Dylan James, the number 57th ranked player in the country. Got over 20 offers for basketball, 6'9" forward, average 16 and 10. Isaac Salazar, 6'6" guard, 2024. Got a couple offers right now with Sienna, I think, and Sienna's know he got for that. PG averaged like 17 and 8. Jamie Phillips, another 2024 kid, got off from Sienna as well. 6'4", he averaged 14 and 6. Who y'all like? Y'all already said Olympia? Who you like, Coach?
You like Winter Haven? He got to go out there and practice.
What you mean, bro? I'm a grown man. I actually like Olympia, Coach. I don't think Winter Haven playing at a high enough level to beat them.
I think I like Olympia too. So based off of our picks, we think it's going to be a long weekend, long mosaic weekend for the county.
We know it's going to be a long mosaic weekend.
Man, to be honest, I hope they prove us wrong. To be honest, it'll be a great showing going into the district tournament.
Put my name across all the locker room.
Please. Pitch and all.
That's gonna be tough, man. So so that's our picks for the week, man. And the one district that we have right now.
Bro, that's what pick.
Switch what pick?
IMG Blue.
You go. You don't trust the county at all, huh, man?
At all.
All right. So we know that these games, the rankings ended already. So officially, the district will officially be settled on Tuesday. But we can kind of hypothesize at least for one of them. Like I said, I don't have the other ones. I just have 6A. So the rest of the coaches and teams and parents and support, please don't kill me, okay? But so we'll discuss them real quick and then we'll be done. All right, so on next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, the way it's projected, the projected is the 2 seed for 6A will be Winter Haven, and the 7 seed projected will be Jenkins. That game will be at Winter Haven. The 3 seed, the 3 seed.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about it, but we'll pick it for sure next week. But we're not picking it this week. The 3 seed projected will be Bartow. The 6 seed projected will be Ridge. That game will be at Bartow. And the 4 seed projected will be Kathleen. The 5 seed projected will be Lake Gibson. That game will be at Kathleen. So, and Lakeland would get they're the 1 seed, so they would get the bye. So on Tuesday night, that's how the games would shake out. On Wednesday, the 2 semifinal games would be at Lakeland because the highest seed for 6A gets to host the semis. Well, they get to host as long as they win. So the 2-7 winner would play the 3-6 winner first, and then the winner of the 4-5 game would play against Lakeland on Wednesday, and then that Friday would be the district finals. So what's y'all initial take on 6A district? We'll talk more about it next week, but what's y'all initial take on it?
I don't have one.
He's such a clown, man.
You know, that one right now, man.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I think Kathleen end up playing Lakeland in the semifinals, and I think with the first game being so close, they're going to be up for that game. But I still see Lakeland and Winter Haven in the championship game, and whoever wins that game is very important because they'll get um, home field for the playoffs. So that game is extremely important. So they can have home court advantage. So whoever wins that game, I think will have the edge in the playoffs.
Coach, awesome. I got this directly from the GOAT. So I'm just reading what the GOAT sent me, sir. So his stuff says Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Who was the GOAT?
McGriff.
He said Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. What I got say Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm just reading what I got. So we'll talk more in depth next week about the matchups. I feel like if Kathleen can beat Lake Wells and my bad. Yeah, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Coach Austin, my bad. Thought you was saying that. I think if they can win the Mosaic and if they can win Lake Wells Mosaic game and at least beat Lake Gibson, I think they can get the 8 seed. Now, what that means, if Lakeland end up the 1, then I mean it's 1. They'll be playing Lakeland again for the 4th time. If Winter Haven the 1, they'll be playing Winter Haven for the 3rd time because whichever one win that game gonna be the 1 seed in that region.
I agree.
Unless something catastrophic happens. But so that'll be good to talk about next week. So this week, man, it's the last week of the regular season. Y'all go out and support the Mosaic. I was so happy to see the crowds for the Kathleen, Lakeland, Winter Haven, and Bartow Lakeland. I was so happy that people went and watched the games and supported the kids. I know the kids had that energy. I know they had to really enjoy that. So hopefully you all decide to go and do the same thing at the Mosaic, go out and support the kids, even though it's going to be some good basketball, some real good teams coming in. McGriff and Bartow always do a real good job with the Mosaic. They've been doing it for years. So hopefully we'll go out and support the kids. And hopefully the county will prove Polk Hoops wrong and the coach and the PG because we don't think based on our pitch, we think it's going to be a long weekend for the county. So hopefully the county proves us wrong. And if your team is not playing, hopefully you're supporting the county because that's really what the Mosaic is about is Polk County against the rest of the state. So hopefully y'all will do that. So, all right, any last words, anything, y'all, before we jump off? Anything on your dome, Coach?
Bengals.
Bengals?
Bengals.
Bengals, and right now it's a tie score with the other game, 17-17. That's a dog fight.
Oh, no, hey, listen, man. Hey, I do got something to say. Boy, that Polk Hoops shootout, that green room, boy, they did that. Me, Precious.
That hospitality room?
Hey, listen, man. Wasn't no Publix chicken wing going on. Who do that? I'm just saying no Publix chicken wing going down over there, boy. They did it good.
So right now, like the Polk Hoops shootout, hospitality room got to be right if we're doing rankings.
Number 1.
Up there.
Number 1. Everybody else ranked number 10.
Oh man. I'm gonna post it. Yes, sir, Mike Lund. I'm gonna post it on the page. Yes, sir. So hopefully, so the Mosaic has something a step they got a send to because the Polk Hoops shootout was showed love, huh?
Oh, Mosaic gonna do that Publix chicken wings, man. They ain't ready. I ain't saying they gonna go in there and get something to eat, but they ain't ready for that. What Lakeland did.
Lakeland was a lot more personal, huh? A lot more personal. Okay. Shout out to the Polk Hoops hospitality committee.
Good growth.
Appreciate that. Get out of our business. So, all right, man. We appreciate anything y'all got before we leave, man. Coach, anything on your dome? I mean, y'all up this week for y'all district, right, Coach?
Yeah, we up this week. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take care of business. If Tuma want to run it back, we can run it back too.
Oh no.
How does y'all district look real quick? So just a quick shout out to the girls before we jump off. How y'all district look?
Man, we just know we the number one seed, and we'll take care of business from there.
Like, guess what people got something to say about that? They say y'all it wasn't as bad as the score indicated. I saw some people post that that it wasn't as bad as it looked. So that'll be interesting.
Man, Coach, we got up 30. What are you talking about? It wasn't as bad. We got up 30.
Coach, I'm just telling you what some of the response was.
That's fine. We'll see them again.
So it looked like it'll be a third matchup for the district championship. I know.
Yes,
I asked
sir.
you
Can we use our coach's passes at the Mosaic?
No, not at the district.
Oh, no, at Mosaic. Yeah, Mosaic you can.
At Mosaic you can.
Oh, okay. You can, but next week. Yeah, this is the last week you can use it. After this week. Yeah. All right, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man. So next week we will be talking district tournaments. The regular season will officially be over with next week. Appreciate y'all supporting us, man, and good luck to everybody this week. Hopefully, Polk County, y'all saw what?
Yeah, gotta leave a team system there. Sometimes have to do a lot with players scoring and also positions.
I don't understand that. I don't understand. Is that a statement or is that a question?
I guess it's kind of like pretty much too.
Okay. All right. So this week, man, good luck to all the teams. I hope everybody's staying safe, man. Y'all be safe out there with all this stuff that's going on. And Polk County teams, please prove us wrong this week at the Mosaic. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
But you call the game, God. It still ain't gonna help.
Hey, man, even though we picked against y'all, man, we believe in the county, man. So, y'all be safe, man. And too, when they say you ain't getting nothing but them puppets winning the devil is when you go in there, since you talking about
Marlon gonna take me in there, man. I don't know what Marlon talking about, trying to show out in front of the company. They gonna take me in there.
Yeah. So this weekend, man, Friday and Saturday, man, y'all stand up, Polk County. Let's represent the county in regards to state of some good basketball to be going on over in Bartow this weekend. So hopefully y'all get out there and check it out. Shout out TJ, man, this week, man, for them 3 games, man. Y'all came through in the clutch. Bartow and Lakeland, Winter Haven and Lakeland, and Kathleen and Lakeland, man. Y'all, we appreciate them guys, man. Y'all support them guys. They do a real good job. And good luck to all the young ladies that'll be doing their district tournaments this week. Make sure y'all stay safe. Make sure y'all stay injury-free, and good luck to everybody. All right, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully your team won today, and if your team didn't, it's always next year. All right. Till next time, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe this week, man. And Polk Coops, we out.